son, got him ready. The wife was like, I'm going to the gym. Like, all right. And then I walked the dog and then got a coffee and then came here and make sure everything is on, make sure that the internet's working.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so that was my morning. It's pretty not that crazy. So you work at a Disney Animation, David?
Yep.
A feature?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
So I've been there since my first movie there was Zootopia. And I've been there ever since. I left for 2 years to open an animation studio for Snapchat, and then that didn't go where I was hoping it would go. I'm like, they're not telling stories. They were just doing little things that I wasn't totally into, and so I'm like, I'd rather go back where they actually care about quality and tell stories and stuff. So I come back to Disney.
All right, not to cut you off, but I think we are live. So we are streaming. So if everyone turns their cameras off, I will hit the start button and share the screen. And like I said, Lynn, give it a minute before we go.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Creators Jam 2024. Been a long time coming here. Uh, for a brief background, we started Creator Jam back in 2020 at the heart of the pandemic, and the whole idea behind it was the world has changed, everyone's locked in, let's have something fun, but also let's remind us all about what it is we do in animation. And so we came together, and every year it's gotten bigger, every year it's gotten better. And more to that, despite all the challenges people face, this year was the first year where every single team finished their production. So right off the bat, big round of applause to everyone who participated this year. It phenomenal work, all of you. Now, to sort of again summarize just what you guys did, you met people for the first time randomly. You signed up not knowing who your team was going to be. You were then told the secret theme, and you were then given only a month to put together a short. And you all came through. So we then took it to our judges, and when they looked at it, they watched everything and they judged based off of creativity, narrative cohesion, use of our secret theme, the production values, and then their personal enjoyment. They gave them scores from 1 to 10, and now we're here. Which, if you guys go to our website, which you should have the link below, you'll be able to vote on them as well. So I want to take a moment to introduce our phenomenal judges. So first we have a co-executive producer who've worked on things such as Marvel's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, American Dad, Futurama, and that is Rodney Colden.
Hey, everybody.
All right, then we have an associate producer with film credits such as Kung Fu Panda 3, Trolls, The Boss Baby, Abominable, and Spirit Untamed, and that is Shabria Cleaver.
Hi, everyone. Excited to be here.
Then we have an animator and animation supervisor who works for Disney Animation Studios, who has done films such as Zootopia and Wish, and that's David Stoldenly.
Hey, everybody.
And though he could not make it today, our fourth judge was Mike Bloom, who is the owner and director over at Pipsqueak Animation, who has worked for such clients as Netflix, Comedy Central, Cartoon Network, and American Airlines. He couldn't make it today, but he did put in his votes. So now that we know our judges, and now that we sort of know what they went through and what you all went through, how we're going to do this is they put in their votes, and we have the top 5. And so we're going to bring in you all one by one and sort of show what the judges have voted on. So first up, if we can have the spokesperson for Mink
Hey,
Inc.
Lynn, real quick.
Mhm.
We put everything in an order that we'll be watching all of them in. I don't know if I mentioned that to you. So the top one is the a library options,
Oh, okay. I'm excited.
and we'll follow the order that we have it on the project list on the website that I just shared with everyone.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
That's fine.
Those orders were selected randomly, so no preference given to anybody. So
Fair enough. Okay. So if we could then bring in the spokesperson for Team Lumiere. Are they here?
sorry, it just takes a moment to bring them on.
Not a problem.
Becca.
Hey there.
Hi. So if you could please introduce yourself.
Hi there. My name is Becca Bateau. I was a creative lead for Team Lumiere, and we did a library of options.
All right. And what was it like for your team when you first met each other and sort of came up with your short?
It was such a wonderfully collaborative process. We had such an amazing team. Absolutely everyone on our team was just rock stars. I got to give a huge shout out to our production manager, Daniel Pollock. He is keeping everybody in line the entire way. I mean, from the day that the teams were announced, he had everybody on email threads, and we had our first meeting set for that next morning. And it was just such a wonderfully collaborative effort between everyone. I mean, I just can't shout out enough to literally every single person on the team. I really have to call out Peterson and Terrence and Jerry. Those three really were like hammering it in at the very last second and really worked so hard to get it completed. And I'm just really proud of the work that we did. And it was such a fun time. I had such a wonderful time, and I could not have asked for a better team.
Sounds great. Speaking to those challenges, what was like the hardest part for you all?
I think just sometimes understanding what was really asked of each other, and just getting to know each other via Zoom, I guess, and understanding the collaboration that happens when you're not face to face with someone, and making sure that they understand what you're wanting. But for the most part, everybody on our team was so in sync, and just knowing exactly what we all wanted and creating this together as a group. So it was very much, we didn't really have a ton of challenges, and where they came, it was more just understanding how to navigate to kind of take what we have to get what we wanted. So it was really a fun process throughout the whole thing.
Sounds good. Now, right before we go in, is there any one particular aspect you want to shout out for us to pay attention for as we watch it?
I don't know. No, everything is pretty seamless. I would I would be more open to having people ask questions, but I love the character design. Like I said, Jerry, our character artist, our designer, was just incredible with all of his artwork. It was just phenomenal. And he did all of our backgrounds, and he did our title cards and our credits, and just really stepped up in helping some of the animation as well. I'm really just happy with how completed we got. There's definitely a few moments that we're cleaning up after this, but for the most part, I mean, it's pretty complete for an animatic, and I'm really happy for everyone to see it.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's go into Team Lumiere's A Library of Options.
Sally, do you want to go out with me? Oh, it's too forward. Hey, mademoiselle. No, not that. You, me, burgers. Oh, she doesn't even eat burgers. She's a vegan. Oh, idiot. I can't do this.
To be newly in love, would a rose by any other name smell as sweet? Oh, I know. This Sally, she has no idea how lucky she will be. Oh, to feel the great love, to perhaps die from it. Oh, she could jump into a stream, or stab herself in the heart.
Well, where is the happily ever after in that?
Life does not have happily ever afters, my dear.
Oh, for the love of... Best approach asking her out is to think through the steps and every possible move. You could ask and she could say no. Then she could tell all her friends. They'd laugh and scorn you for even asking. Your social status is ruined.
And then you kill yourself in despair.
Do any of your stories not involve a tragic suicide?
Julius Caesar.
He stabbed 100 times in the trapezium.
But not by his own hand.
He just needs to make her feel good. Get her heart pumping. Engage her prefrontal cortex.
He could ask her questions about herself, but then she would ask him questions about himself, and then she could find something she didn't like. Laugh to her friends, he loses his social standing.
And he jumps into the river.
Or he falls in love.
Unlikely.
I don't even know where to take her on a date.
An enchanted forest, whereupon trickster fairies may alter their fates.
A beautiful carriage ride, perhaps in an engorged pumpkin.
Somewhere with lots of escape routes in case you are stuck in a gambit.
Excuse me.
Do you mind?
You dust jackets haven't been on a date in like 100 years.
Look, and some of you never at all.
I'm a 2024 edition. I've got this.
Huh? Oh. Hey, Sally. I was wondering if you're free this Saturday. There's a cool restaurant I think you would like.
At least there is still a chance for a tragic death. Perhaps she has a dark secret. Perhaps a heart in the floorboards.
Okay, congratulations again for finishing that production. Any comments from the judges?
I love that one. It gave me like immediately I thought of Beauty and the Beast vibes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Love the production design on the books.
Yes.
Very well done.
The whole thing was very complete, just like how everything led to the next thing. Each line of the book was leading to the teeing up for the next book to say something, and it worked with the theme, like saying the cerebral cortex, and then Frankenstein was like, bleh, and so they the connection between that line and the next line.
Yeah, I've felt that the kind of play how each book came out kept me intrigued for what the next book would be, because each one had its own personality and everything, and so each new one that came out, I was intrigued what the next one would be, so that actually kept me engaged the whole time, which was awesome. So awesome.
All right. Again, congratulations. And Any last words before we move on?
Great job. We got pulling together in a month with I don't know how big was the crew? Was it like 10 people? Or something?
I think we had 11.
11, yeah. Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Really well done.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Becca.
Thanks so much.
And thank you to
Yep.
everyone at Team Lumiere.
Yes, thank you to my whole team. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys.
All right. Next, if we can get the spokesperson for Team Paper or Plastic. Hi.
Hi there.
Nice.
I'm Greco. I am one of the voice actors in this, and yeah, I feel like as a voice actor, swan in at the end to do our little thing. So definitely can't tell you about how the other people made this all happen, but yeah, we had a great team. Everyone's very professional and very occupied in their own jobs. So I guess we just did the best with the time that we had. But yeah, I definitely feel like I just took advantage of working with a great group.
So as a voice actor then coming into this, what was your sort of perspective? You know, random team, random production, you don't know what they're going to have you voice or who they're going to have you voice. What was that like compared to like a more standard voiceover role?
Well, this was really cool because someone had the idea of improvising. So we had a Zoom call where the three of us, yeah, just we didn't have the script yet. We had the beats of what the script was. And then we, yeah, improvised, each of us improvising the main character and then the supporting characters, just switching it up. Yeah, Mark ad-libbed a lot, I feel like. Joe and I probably took inspiration from him. And so, yeah, there are lots of different voices with lots of different perspectives.
Interesting. So it's a bit of an improv short.
Yeah. Well, after the improv, actually, I tell a lie. The script was mainly done, but then after that, I think certain lines were added in and solidified. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well then, without further ado, let's go into Team Paper or Plastics Phantasmics. I mixed that up. Sorry, Phantasmics Paper or Plastic.
That'll be 1478. Oh, just leave it there, and then you can take it out. Oh, not yet. Put it back.
Thank you for shopping at Big Tent Market. We will be closing the circus in 2 minutes.
Erase the transaction. I'm sorry. I need to do it all over again.
Are you kidding me?
Isn't that like the easiest job there is? This kid. I apologize. I don't know why this isn't working.
Big Tent Market will be closing in 60 seconds. And don't forget our promise. If you're in line to check out and we can't get to you in time, your groceries come out of the paycheck of the cashier.
I'm sorry. I'm new.
You're also terrible at this. A monkey could push those buttons.
I'm doing my best.
That cashier is sweating a lot. Like a lot. Big Tent Market is proud to announce our new policy of firing all cashiers who aren't good at their jobs.
I wish I was the manager. Never shopped here again unless that lady gets by.
I waited your iPhone twice.
Almost done. Scanning everything. Oh God.
Manager, can we get some help over here?
can I just do self-checkouts?
No, I can do this.
This lady should be fired.
Big Tent Market is closing in 10 seconds. All transactions not completed will result in the immediate beheading of the cashier.
Ah, got it. And here's a coupon, 10% off.
10%? Oh, thank you very much. I like your outfit. It looks cheery. Bye-bye. I'll be back tomorrow. I need bread.
Thank you for shopping at Big Tent Market. Have a wonderful day.
Jeepers.
Okay. Again, congratulations on getting that done. Any comments from our judges?
I feel like this was the theme of this one, and sort of like what you guys were going for with this was exposing every artist. I feel like we all feel like frauds at our jobs, and I feel that's why I loved watching it. I feel like obviously it was a very animated version of that, and hopefully people in our lives aren't that mean, but I feel like it was all from her point of view, and so I think that's why I really enjoyed it, because I feel like we all feel like frauds, and we all feel like that at some point in our careers. So I totally enjoyed that.
That's awesome. I relate to that massively, but I didn't make that connection, so that's funny.
I feel like the theme of it, you know, if anybody has shopped at Trader Joe's or Costco on the weekend, they know the circus, what that is. So I kind of like that aspect of it, and then you have the stakes that are raised by the announcer saying, you know, that there's gonna be taken out of her paycheck, or she's gonna be beheaded. So then that kind of adds to the ridiculous stakes of her situation, the cashier.
Yeah, the escalation of ridiculousness of the PA announcement killed me. That was my favorite part.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Yes, thank you. And very quickly, I did notice I forgot to mention what the theme was for our audience. It was preparing for the oncoming storm, to which the teams were able to interpret that however they wished. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, if we could have the spokesperson for Team Flesher.
Victor should be on.
Oh, I see him. Hi, Victor. You appear to be muted.
At least I'm not frozen anymore then. Muted is a step up.
Indeed. Hi, Victor.
Yeah, really leaning into the uncertainty here. Hey, thanks. Yes, I'm representing Team Fleischer. I was one of the voice actors on the project. We've got a couple of us in attendance here. Cabo Foster, one of the other voice actors. Yenny Alvarez, our writer. This is my first time introing, so what can I tell you?
Yeah, not at all. You guys, again, you overcame it all, which is the most important part. What would you consider was like the challenge, especially as a voice actor for your first time in this event?
We had a lot of new people this time around. I know this was Gabby Maruga's first Creators Jam. In general, it was Rachel Brewster, our creative lead's first time in that position. My first creative jam ever. And honestly, I think for that amount of new people, it went very smoothly. I mean, as a voice actor, I did not see everything, but if there was ever a moment where something went off the rails and there was ever any panic, it was very compartmentalized and nobody else was any the wiser. I was actually out of town for the first 2 days of the brainstorming, and when I got back, it was already like, oh, catch me up. We have already done so much. So it was a really pretty well-oiled machine. I think the toughest part halfway through the brainstorming, when we're really solidifying the script, our Richard and Ambrose, our story artist team, we were talking a lot about the ending and ending it in a way. We were introducing some kind of funny ideas, and then one of them went, actually, wait a minute, this has implications for the mechanics of the universe at large. And it was sort of, having somebody around to ask those tough questions that I would never have even thought of, right? They're like, ooh, yeah, that's a good point. Because if we do this kind of wacky thing, then it affects this other, just having everything really hang together and dealing with questions that I'm glad came up. Like, I never would have thought of that. And, that was the toughest part of the process, at least from my observation.
Okay. Well, you made it. Congratulations. And we're going to watch it. So without further ado, let's go into Team Flesher's The Unusual.
Here's your usual, George. Dairy free.
Hi, Daffy. This is the biggest solar storm since 2024. We are uncertain how this will affect technology.
You must really need coffee if you're willing to come out in a solar storm. Would you like to try a vintage coffee tour?
No time for travel, just caffeine.
Come taste the flavors of the past. No company exciting timeline. Taste all of our vintage brews.
What the? Whoa! Oh boy.
Okay, that's an ice white mocha. Hold the mocha, just add white. Add a beauty shop, a dash of spirulina, no sugar, soy to the second line, 1 scoop vanilla, 1 guinea pump brandy, 3 ice scoops blended on 3 times, add 7 gold flakes. Is that all?
Make it pink.
So on brand! That'll be $25.
$25 for coffee? What is going on and why is it so expensive?
Hi, Karen. Your usual coffee.
How do you know my order? But yes, and a chocolate croissant on the side. Hold the chocolate.
That'll be $28.50.
Huh?
Hi, I'm Matcha. How may we buzz you today?
Yes, matcha, is it? I'd like the usual, please.
The what?
Caffeine. Coffee, please.
What size? Hot, cold, room temp, milk option, foam, whipped cream, sugar, syrup, add-ons? Would you like to hear our tea options? And would that be for here to go?
Wait, I need a second.
Second? No, we don't have that size. We do have 6 sizes, 12 temperatures, 17 milks, 24 sugar subs, 113 syrups, and 87 add-ons. Is that for here or to go? For here would be extra.
Would you order already?
My hair is frizzing already.
Solar flares reported. Unplug all appliances and disconnect from Wi-Fi. We don't know how this will affect technology.
I am literally about to quit 25 hours a week on unfair working conditions.
OMG,
there's so many customers! We only have 13 people employed at this store.
Would you order?
Make accommodations for nerd divergence.
What? Yes!
Can I change my order?
Gortar, your decaf is ready.
J5, please. The usual. I need my caffeine.
Sorry, Sky. Caffeine replicator is disassembled.
No!
Welcome, shoppers. This week is Solar Storm Sale. Crank up your mornings with Kobe Luwak Cafe, the only way to wake up with lemurs in your cup. Join our raffle, Flavors of the Past, and see the actual lemurs make the flavor you and your family crave. This week only, during our Solar Storm Sale. Lemurs in your cup.
All right, congratulations again. Any comments from the judges?
I love the art direction of it, the color design and everything. It was very unique. It did remind me of some animation from back in the early 80s, like 90s or something, you know. There's some a show that it reminded me of, but I like the look of it and just the whole relatability of coffee and how much it costs and people with their options when you're standing behind in line and there's like the option, no this, and that. And you're like, it was all very relatable. And I thought it was a really enjoyable short.
Same. These all fuel my anxiety. So thank you for that.
I feel like it's crazy that we were literally just talking about solar flares and how the internet went out because of them, and then there's a short about that. But so a very timely piece. It was great.
All right.
So topical, but that's what I was looking for.
My internet went out yesterday, all day. So.
All right. Thank you very much, Team Flusher. Next up, if we can have the spokesperson for Team Storm Chasers.
Steve should be on his way.
Hello.
Hi. So tell us about you and your team.
Yeah, I'm Steve Arnoldson. I was the creative lead for Whether or Not with my Storm Chasers team. Yeah, I was really impressed how quickly we all kind of cohesed on a concept in our first meeting. Everyone got super excited about it and really made it their own with each step of the way.
Cool. Was there any particular challenge you guys had coming into it, or did you all sort of adapt quickly?
I was really impressed how quick everyone was, but definitely the time limit came into play. I got to shout out Miriam, our animator, and Talia, our character designer, who helped with the animation at the end for really getting it through with a limited time that we got that to them for it. So, but I love how it came out. The characters are awesome, from the design to the voices. I think everyone really knew what they were doing.
Sounds good. All right, well, let's get into it then. This is Team Storm Chasers, Whether or Not.
Cloudy, your vapor is getting thinner by the day. You want to drift away? Maybe you're a storm cloud, like me.
Guess I could give it a try.
That's the spirit.
Just let it out. Think of a waterfall. No.
Try it like me.
The weather after night. Rivers, puddles, streams, fjords.
Hiya, Cloudy. Wanna go get lunch?
Hiya, Sunny.
Sunny, we don't have time to eat. Cloudy is going to drift away if she can't grow up.
Maybe you should reflect light like me. It feels super nice.
I guess I could give it a try. Okay, think of candles, barbecues, sexy breezes playing, wind chimes, crackling fires.
That was, close, but more like this. Ta-da!
Hey, everyone.
Hi, Renbro.
Can't talk. Concentrating.
Cloudy is turning into vapor. Oh, you should totally be a rainbow. Watch this. Whoa. Bro, so lightheaded. Cloudy can't become a rainbow. She's made of water, not light. Whoa, that's prismatic.
Cloudy, you need to choose. Be sunny like me.
No! Thunder! Like your old man.
Okay, okay, I don't know what to, it can't rain, I can't reflect the light. Are there any other options? Am it cool enough to snow? Or maybe, yeah!
Whoa!
Help me!
Wow, Cloudy, what a plot twister!
Thanks, everyone. I finally know who I am. I couldn't have done it without you. You guys are the best. Group hug!
All right. Again, congratulations. You guys finished it. Any comments from our judges?
The sound effects were super fun.
Yeah, I love the idea because you literally weathering the storm of uncertainty, and the idea of trying to figure out who you are and the internal mixing up the things that's twisting you in knots and tied when you're trying to figure out what you want to do, where you want to be, who you are as a person. And so I like that metaphor. I was a little confused about who the sunny guy was. I thought it was a cloud, but I didn't realize like, oh, it's a beam of light. So that was a little confusing for me in terms of like who the design choice of that. But I thought that it was a very clear and clean story and metaphor for everything. And then teeing up all the different scenes with the cities when you cut away to the city, and then at the end you got the button where everything, all the storms, the clouds, sunshine, and the rain, it all comes, and that's the button on the end. Was a nice touch on the end, just for a little comedic effect.
Yeah, it was awesome. I felt like it was an episode of Storybots actually, where I felt like I was learning a lot about kind of, different kinds of clouds and everything, and then you kind of had the more adult side where everything was going to hell down on Earth and everything, which was great. So it felt like kind of two different kinds of shows, and I didn't know which one I was watching, like if it was a Storybots episode or like a crazy action drama. But I thought it was a lot of fun. So awesome job.
Yeah, we really wanted to go for the juxtaposition of the cutesy cloud world and the unintended chaos they're creating beneath. So that's a lot of fun to work on.
Yeah, it was fun. Great job.
All right. Thank you again. That was great. Moving on, if we can get the spokesperson for Team Inksters.
If you could just raise your hand in the Zoom menu so I can see you. Any backups for the team? Oh, there we got someone.
Okay. Hi, Sharon, do you have your camera? You're muted. Sharon, you're muted.
Hi, I'm the writer.
Hi.
And yeah, my team was amazing.
That sounds good. You're out and about, so I won't ask too many questions.
Oh, no problem. I'm at a park, but I've been watching the whole thing.
It looks beautiful out there. All right, well then let's move into Team Inkster's Big Feats.
Brian and Ava brimmed with excitement as they prepared for their classical ballet routine.
Hurry up, Brian!
Unfortunately, Brian faced a challenge not dissimilar to Cinderella's evil stepsisters.
My slipper doesn't fit. You need to buy bigger ones.
With that, his feet expanded to even larger proportions.
What's happening? Just practice barefoot today.
Brian would be forced to practice footloose and fancy-free.
Now spin. I don't think this is gonna work with those big feet.
Brian faced a conundrum.
What am I supposed to do? Well, with those feet, you might be able to juggle a soccer ball. Ball sports are not my thing. How about karate? I don't want to kick anyone. I'm a pacifist.
Barefoot water skiing?
I'm more of a dry indoor person.
My grandfather used to make wine by stomping grapes. I'm sure you would be good at that.
I don't drink wine. I'm 8. But what I want to do is dance. I love the music, the rhythm, and the grace, and the tingling in my toes.
Those are not ballet toes.
Ava suggested they partner in the classical stylings of the Viennese waltz.
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Perhaps a rousing square dance would be the perfect fit. Ava realized they needed something with a little less kick.
I've got it.
Their perseverance was rewarded. Brian became the loudest tap dancer on the planet.
I love my big feet!
There were
Prove
two
it.
other good
If
ones.
the tap shoe fits,
Yeah.
dance with it.
I like the style. It feels more like a turkey flip. Yeah. Big feet. Oh. I'm a panelist. Yeah.
Sharon, your mic is on.
Oh,
Oh. Congratulations to the team. That was certainly a fun one. Do we have any comments?
My first thought was seeing it was like I immediately thought of the show Reading Rainbow. And just how these are you're reading and stuff. Because I thought this would make a great kids book. Like it would be a good children's book.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. Just as already illustrating everything. So that was, and there's a great little story, a great lesson and everything. So it was a very simple and just caught my attention and maybe had the nostalgia feels.
Exactly.
I was gonna say the mix between the narration and the dialogue, mixed with the very beautifully well done stills, really helped tell the story very well.
And the music, great music.
And the music.
Was that you, Sharon? Was that you narrating it?
no, I was just the writer on this.
Okay. Great
Well,
job, everybody.
Awesome.
Congratulations. Great job to everyone. Next up, if we could have the spokesperson for Team Flipsters. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I was the editor and we had a creative lead and they actually never joined. So I kind of just became the creative lead because I had feedback as the editor. So we had a great team. It was really great to work on. I'm just so impressed by everybody who put it together. And yeah, I mean, I think we had our writer, Monica, she had the idea and then we all just went with it and we had a lot of fun.
Well,
And the
congratulations.
voice actors did great. So
Yeah, congratulations, especially with your own Storm of Uncertainty. I'm happy everything turned out well in the end.
thank you.
All right. Well, let's move into their short. This is Team Flipsters Chocolate.
Hey, watch it. I'm chocolate here.
Do you have a napkin? I've got caramel. Do you really want to walk around with sticky hands all day?
How confident are you that you don't have a peanut allergy?
You've had peanuts before, but when was the last time you had a pecan? Are you sure you're not allergic?
Do you know what time it is? It's way past breakfast, and you know if you have caffeine after 11 a.m., you're going to be up all night. And if you're going to be up all night, how are you going to work tomorrow, huh?
I'm typically quite cordial, but how dare you?
No, I'm not even real chocolate.
You break my heart.
Oh, I'm too bitter.
I'm too sweet to eat.
I'll give you a cavity.
How
dare you? Don't eat me.
Keep walking.
It's too late. Don't eat me.
Definitely a fun one. Congratulations to all of you. Was there any comments from the judges on this one?
I would say that I appreciate that white chocolate acknowledged that there's not chocolate. I've been saying that for years. Don't eat white chocolate, I acknowledge that Jason Williams of the Sacramento Kings.
Not your bias coming into play. The voiceover performances were really fantastic.
Yeah, that was great. And I definitely know the uncertainty of not having that chocolate key for all those. That was so on point. And just and then it made me want chocolate too. I was like, it looks so good.
All of them look so good, and I feel like all these shorts, there's something in all of these that I'm seeing myself in. I don't have that problem choosing chocolate, because when there's a box of chocolates, I just eat all of them. But when I go out to eat and I have so many options, that is me every time. Everyone's already ordered, and I'm totally that person saying, "Can I just have one more minute?" So I totally related to this. This was great.
Don't go to Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, same problem. Yep.
Literally me yesterday. What do you mean?
All right, Rebecca, thank you.
Great job. Great job editing. Great job, all of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You guys did great.
Congratulations on your promotion.
Yeah, right.
All right. Next up, if we can have the spokesperson for Toon Addicts.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
I'm Amelia Clover. I am the creative lead for Toonatics. And I'll just start by saying, like, we had a really dedicated, a passionate team that were really committed to seeing this project through to the end. Our biggest obstacle was that our animator disappeared like before it was time for animation. So a huge special shout out to Michael Pearl, who single-handedly taught himself animation to animate our project, colored it himself, did the backgrounds, did all the sound. Like, he was our superhero, superstar of our project.
That's amazing.
He's incredible. We're just
absolutely. Yeah, that's incredible. Congratulations to all of you. Seriously. All right. Well, now that we have that, let's look at it. This is Team Toonatics Transplanted.
Thank you. Hope you enjoy.
What happened? Ouch! My stem really hurts. I feel unrooted. And why can't I open up my petals? Is this purgatory? Have I been kidnapped? Oh my god! Where's my bow?
Oh, girl, you nicked it nasty. They snipped my rhizome, too.
Ooh, that's nothing. These mofos amputated my tuba. Rip ya and clip ya, baby. Ho 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 ho! Shut your Corollas, ladies. It's gonna be a wet one.
Are we going to die?
Can't propagate without our privates. We got about a week.
Like women everywhere, all y'all are only taking at face value.
Am I going to be sold like a Lorette?
Don't be ranunculus. It's more like a tete-po-tete.
Maman?
Oh, my petit chou. Grand Bertrand live a market like this, where humans trade us for the little death. But even she wouldn't believe this.
Ma mère, we are going to mourir?
No one lives forever, Frenchie. And we have to make the most of the time we have.
How can we build anything lasting in just 7 days?
Or less if they don't keep you trimmed and hydrated.
You shine so bright. Others receive your joie de vivre from your outer glow. And from sniffing your pheromones to get frisky. Bada bing! Mais, mon amour, your blossom must always be from within. And loving yourself is the key to true beauty, no matter how brief this life.
Is being squished!
Oh, see you never, Frenchie! Oh, stay strong, my bébé. Je t'aime pour toujours.
Get your face off of my face! Whoa! I am definitely gonna get laid tonight! Happy V-Day to me! Happy Valentine's Day, baby!
It's too late, George.
Oh, you're so intense. I love it. Let me take you to dinner. Better yet, why don't you make me dinner? You're such a great cook.
I have a date. Please remove yourself from my property.
But she wasn't fit enough for me anyway.
Oh,
All right. Congratulations again. That did not look like someone who had taught themselves how to animate in a month. Really well done.
Less than that. It was like a week or a weekend.
Crazy. And I was like, once you told me that, and I just started really looking at stuff, and I was like, oh. And then looking at like the lip syncing, like the mouth moving and stuff, that kind of
Totally.
thing. I started to pay attention to that even more. Okay. In the short amount of time learning that's an achievement, man. I also like the line, because I wrote it down too, was like, because it's basically basically the theme of loving yourself is the key to beauty, no matter how brief this life. That was a great line. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like the line, keep your face off of my face.
It's an ad lib.
Yeah, that was really great. Achievement in such a short amount of time. That's great.
Yeah.
Together.
You know, if the person who wrote this knew a lot about flowers, or did they do research to find out? Because it felt like there was a lot of specific gardening stuff in there, or understanding about flower anatomy in there. I was just curious if that was a known thing or someone did research.
Oh, she researched. That
That's
was
good.
very much, yeah. She looked into a lot.
That was awesome.
Well, again, mad congrats to all of you. And with that, let's go to Team Squish, if we can get the spokesperson for them up.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hello, everyone. I'm Mirai, and I was the creative lead for Team Squish. And it was a lot of fun. It was, I think, our probably a lot of teams, the theme of overcoming the storm of uncertainty sort of trickled into the month as well. I'm normally a voice actor and theater director, so this was my first time in animation. So I really have to give a huge shout out to my team for bringing their own expertise and their talent in their own different departments to really be like department heads as well, you know?
Absolutely. So then, coming into this as a creative lead from that background, what was sort of the challenge for you going into it?
For me, it was a learning curve on process. We also lost our animator, but for us, luckily, it was like day 2 they bowed out, so we knew that going in. And I think everyone being such talented freelancers in the group, everyone, of course, got projects that were, you know, paid outside projects and jobs. So throughout the month, that's what kept coming up. So, but I think it was really great in the end. The funny thing is, like week 2 of April, I had an audiobook conference trip planned, and one of the voice actors who lives on the other side of the country we'd never met was also there.
Oh.
So it was really fun to be able to meet up and connect with a randomized team in person.
That's incredible.
While we were working on the project. So it's really cool.
Sounds really cool. All right, well, let's watch it. This is Team Squish, Soup or Salad, the ultimate debate.
Give me meatloaf, slap extra sauce on it, and I want mashed potatoes for both sides. And a Coke.
You got it. And for you, miss?
Oh, gee, so for a drink, I guess water's fine. And then I guess I'll have the burger. Wait, wait. I had one of those the other day. Maybe the chili? No, wait, no, I don't want anything spicy.
Do you need another minute?
No. I don't want to hold up our order. Just, let me do the turkey club. Yeah, that's it, yes. Okay, nice and classic turkey club.
And will you have the soup or the salad on the side?
What?
It comes with a side. Sausage and potato soup or Napa salad.
Huh?
Nice hearty bowl of soup. How can you say no to that?
Easily. Hey, down here. Crisp, fresh salad. You keep saying you're gonna eat healthier, right?
I mean, I guess I...
Wanna feel good? Don't you want my nice, warm broth making you feel all good inside?
Yeah, for a whole minute. Or you can pick what makes it feel better in the long run. AKA me.
Yeah, real healthy. The chopped veggies have only been sitting around all day.
Oh, please! We all know what came in your can, Sue. Overcooked vegetables have lost all their roughing, cholesterol, and lastly, way too much sodium. You're gonna give him a heart attack!
Oh, yeah? Well, Mr. Ruffage, we all know what you're gonna give him. Gas, gas, gas! Hey, you decided yet?
I want, pick a number. 1 or 2?
1?
Nah, the salad, please.
Oh, yeah!
What?
All right. And what kind of dressing would you like?
Huh?
Yay! I really enjoyed this one. This was great.
Yeah, it was really clean boards and in terms, not just clean drawing, but clean in terms of storytelling and visual storytelling and getting to composition and just all of that with the writing, everything, and feeling the anxiety of the person trying to figure out what they want to eat. So I felt all that within the storytelling of the short. Yeah, kind of reminded me of dining with my wife. She's not here.
And the expressions too were really great.
Yeah, I felt the same thing about the boards. They were super clean. The drawing was very clean, very expressive. But also the same thing again that Rodney said: composition, camera work, staging, and all that kind of stuff. I actually, when I watched this at first, I totally assumed that when she couldn't decide between the two, she was going to choose the burger in the end anyway. And then I liked that actually there was the twist where she actually chose one, but then the twist was actually then there was more choices after that. But I totally thought she was going for the burger. So there was a point of me like, okay, well, it'll be the burger. I know where this is going. And then it twisted, and I love that.
But that's the thing too about that kind of situation where you choose. It's like somebody will ask you, "What do you think? This or this?" And then you tell them this, but then they go, "Okay, I'll do this." The other thing, then why ask me?
Every single time.
Yeah, that was all everyone's like true experience, and our writer Max, that's what he'll do is and then that just clarifies for him like, oh, actually I don't want it.
Yeah, it's like a weird thing where it's like you tell yourself, okay, well, since you chose this, then do I really want this? Yeah.
Awesome work.
Awesome. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks for it. Congratulations to all of you. Moving on, if we can get Team Silence spokesperson.
Hello, can everybody hear me?
Yes, hello.
Hello, my name is Shiva. I was the production manager for Team Silence. Thank you, judges, for being here. We had a number of hardships in the beginning of the project as 3 of our members did not end up showing up or working with us, but I don't want that to define us. Instead, I want our remaining members and how they stepped up to be what you remember us for.
Please don't tell me it was the animator.
It was our animator, design artist, and composer who were could not make it, could not work with us.
Animators,
So
giving us other animators.
Nah, you're making us look bad, man. Come on.
Nah, it is what it is. But I want to give a huge shout out to Claire, our story artist. She was our design artist, story artist, and animator. And Maria, she was our voice actress and composer. So big shout outs to them. And yeah, thank you so much.
And you know what? I will say this as well. As anyone who's been on a production knows, unexpected dropouts happen constantly. It's an unfortunate aspect of a production cycle, and being able to persevere and finish the production is the sign of a good team for any production. So again, all of you who had this issue, round of applause. We've all been there. We all understand entirely. And yeah, it doesn't define you. The end product is what shows your true strength. And so definitely right on the bat with that belief. And so let's watch it. This is Team Silence, the Extraordinary Pubescence of Timothy Brown.
On an ordinary street in an ordinary town lived an ordinary boy named Timothy Brown. As every boy does, he was bound to mature, but Timmy's pubescence made him insecure. For one day he noticed with a touch of scorn, his forehead had sprouted a single horn. And just by this time he had covered his head, his skin had turned many shades of red. He turned to hide the change in a fury. Well, it's hard to conceal a sulphury smell. His parents took notice, brimming with pride.
It's time for the talk,
they would decide.
Oh, Timmy, my dear, you're a special young lad.
A mix of 2 bloodlines, your mom and your dad.
Your father's a demon that heaven rejected, so your body will change in ways unexpected.
Your skin may turn ruby, you might lose some hair, but it's all meant to be. Please don't despair.
Your body's transforming, it's part of a plan.
Soon you'll grow into a strong demon man.
Half human, half demon, things were far from bleak. In his own special way, Timmy was truly unique. So on that same old street, in that same old town, lived an extraordinary boy named Timothy Brown.
Congratulations. Loved the rhyming. I just gotta say that. I'm a sucker for a good rhyme.
Yeah, that was
I
great.
feel like from the beginning, I feel like this short kept me intrigued the whole time. From the title, it's like, okay, now I want to know what the story is because it gives a hint of a story. And then as it continues right from the beginning, the storyboard style is gorgeous. It felt animated, so the fact that you lost your animator, it still felt like you had an animator, which was beautiful. And then again, just the story as it continued, all the characters and everything felt great. So I loved it.
Like this one, I would love to see fully realized from storyboard to like production and seeing the final product in color. And it is feel awkward to see the two parents having on the couch having a little talk with your kid. That was nice and awkward. But I love that.
That was our storm, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted more Timothy. I wanted more of his perspective. And that's always a good sign for someone to want more.
You want to see what's going to happen now. He's going off to school. Now he's got to deal with that. And like, who's he going to tell? He's going to keep this to himself. This is like big news, you know? So it's one of those things where you want to see, like, you want to know, this could be something, a series or something, or at least a movie or something that can be made from this, can pull from this.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate the praise and comments. Thomas and Ariel. Ariel was our creative lead, Thomas was our writer, and I think some people in the comments mentioned, but we did go for a sort of Nightmare Before Christmas kind of vibe with the rhyming and the poem. So we're glad that the story really kept people engaged. So appreciate that.
Yeah, great job.
Great job all around. Next up, if we could have the spokesperson for Mink Inc.
Hi!
Oh wow, it's the whole team.
It's unfortunately not the entire team. It's a good portion of us who happen to live in the same area. Hi, Kat. Kat's on Zoom. Caroline is on Zoom. I think DJ's on Zoom. Hi. Hi. I'm Stephanie.
I'm Kaylee.
I'm Reuven. Chase.
Pleasure to meet all of you.
Hi.
You guys got together for this. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I love that. So since we have so many of you, what was it like meeting each other? Did you know each other before? Or did you just, oh, hey, we all live in the same area?
No, none of us knew each other. A good portion of us happened to live around North Hollywood. Some of us, though, live on the East Coast, Jamaica.
Yeah.
Shen lives in Jamaica. So there were time differences was a challenge within it. But another challenge that we found out early on, well, we had a meeting early on to be like, what does everybody do? And once we did that, we were able to realize like what roles are just like missing in general on the creative team and who has to pick up what role. And I think that communication early on really helped us along. And the name of the game was Don't Burn Out Cat, who was our animator. So, I mean, burnout is probably always going to happen on the animator's end, but luckily, like Caroline, who did storyboard, helped a lot, helped with some animation, as well as DJ, our production manager, helped with some of the animation.
It also helped that Steph had a script ready within 12 hours. Yeah.
Thanks.
So
Yeah, literally.
Going from 9 pages down to 3.
Yeah, I entered going like, all right, here's the plan. And they were like, did you know that it's 3 minutes max? And I went, give me like 10 minutes. I'll be right back. And I just like cut.
Yeah, I couldn't make the first meeting. So the next day when I came in and they're like, here's the whole script. I was like, what? It's been a day. It was like April 2nd or something.
Yeah, it was fun. And it was very hectic in a very Muppety way. this 30-day challenge.
That sounds familiar. That's what we all go through. So checks out.
And also help with colorizing everything too.
That's yes.
Our
Yes.
voice actors jumped into colors and stuff.
Yeah.
Fascinating. All right, well, can't wait to watch it. This is Mink Inc.'s Sensitive Texter.
Sir, the target is located.
Excellent. Time to send a little message to Mr. Blonde. Maurice, initiate text.
Texting program initiated.
Greetings, Mr. Blonde. Hardogo's back. Baboon! Z, send text. Why hasn't he responded yet?
You just sent it 2 seconds ago. I mean, maybe his phone is off, sir.
It said it was delivered. Maybe I wasn't clear enough. New text. I've escaped the penitentiary and am in charge of the Russian Forest Terrorist Group F-47 again. Send.
Maybe he's fighting someone or he's sleeping.
At 4 p.m. on a Tuesday, check his Insta. What was Blonde's last post? Posted 3 minutes ago? I sent my first text 4 minutes ago.
Maybe he's typing and thinking of something clever to say.
I'd see it in the dot thingies. I thought I was his nemesis. He told me so, but that was last week. Oh my god. Do you think he got a new nemesis? Oh my god. Why? Initiate another text.
Sir, you already sent 2 texts.
Oh, you're right. Wait, I know. I'll shoot him an emoji. Launch code 82.
Radiation at 40. Radiation at 100.
Radio beam synchronized.
Press the launch key.
Code 82 activated.
There. Perfect. It's as though it's part of the second text. Any minute now. And name. Get Dr. Nefarious on the line.
Hardogo, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Blonde, I have a question about Blonde.
How to kill him?
No, when you text him, does he text back right away?
What? Of course. Watch. Mr. Blonde, I look forward to the next time we meet. I'm going to kill you, Nefarious.
That was so fast.
Every piece of clothing Blonde has is a phone. Anyway.
Initiate Operation Get Me Ice Cream.
But sir, you just started fitting into your evil pants.
I don't care, what's the point? It's not like Blonde is going to see me in them. Who cares? I don't care. Get it down, little kid.
Sir, the text!
K? K? He wrote back K. I'm still his nemesis. Get everything up and running again. Set the traps. Blonde is coming.
Great work, all of you.
Woo! How do we start it?
Oh, well, let us start our video.
Okay. We can't put our video back.
Can't see us. There we go.
Give me.
There
Yes.
you are.
We're back.
That was so fun. Like, really solid story and had me cackling the entire time. So very well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Steph was our writer.
Yes, but our background artist, DJ, who did a lot of the backgrounds, like you might have seen wear protective eyeliner, like those jokes are all him. Also like just the music, the music heightens all the jokes. Like it really was us. I mean, I'll go through everybody. The edit, like post, like this was all the text messaging. Like,
Oh yeah, I did that.
Yeah,
I was
I
the
mean,
editor, but I did.
it's like it's always fun to be like, oh, I'm the writer, so I'm the funny one. But it really was every single person made the jokes funnier and or
Totally.
add jokes.
And going through the script, we just were like doing like referencing like different films that we saw like in the 90s or 80s, like we were saying.
I can't see.
But then we're like, let's do some like music from like GoldenEye, and let's pull some stuff from like old cartoons from the 90s, and we just started incorporating a bunch of different elements that just kind of synergized with each other. And like we're saying, Reuven's score just helped bring everything together.
Yeah.
It had great pacing in terms of
Mhm.
just the urgency of the situation. So you felt that urgency of, am I going to get that? I need to get that text from them. They haven't responded yet. So there was that, the way that it was shot and edited, and then the music heightening it, and then the acting too, because that also helped it too. So that was.
Oh my God.
put together.
Kristen played the main Hardogo,
Yeah.
and we did like 3 different sessions because she just kept on finding more stuff, and it just kept working. And also.
It was also a fun challenge to get under 3 minutes.
That also might be part of the vibe. It's like,
Our first cut was like 4 minutes, 35 seconds. So Steph's like, what? We have to cut it down.
Talk faster, actors.
No breathing.
Yeah, the desperation and the thirst was very, I felt it. I sensed it in there.
Thank you.
It's crazy. It felt like I watched a whole episode of a series. Like,
Oh,
I know
absolutely.
3 minutes, but I got everything that I would have got out of watching a half-hour episode. I
You
felt
jammed a whole lot in there, a lot of
Yeah, and if-
information in there. But it
And
worked.
I think that's a big statement to your team, is that it felt like a cohesive thing that had been reworked in a good way. Like, it felt like the level of comedy and pacing and timing that you got into that 3 minute piece, editing all that down to a small, concise piece like that usually takes, teams weeks or months and everything like that. And it felt just so cohesive. And so, again, awesome job. You guys did really well.
Thank
you. And I mean, the truth is, it was such a great team to be part of, because we were on Discord hangouts almost daily and talking back and forth, and it was just a really great collaborative effort.
And now I have friends I can bother all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, and like, please stay friends. I love this vibe.
Yeah.
I love it.
Great work, all of you. Thank you for participating. Congratulations to getting it done. Now let's meet the spokesperson for Team Technicolors. There they are.
Hello,
Hi.
I'm Lindsay. I'm here on behalf of Team Technicolor. I just want to say that I was so honored to be working with such talented and enthusiastic people. Everybody had just great attitudes, and it was really amazing.
Sounds great. Well, go on.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna just say, like, was there a specific challenge or something you guys had to overcome during this?
Yeah, so our animator was great, and he was able to set up our scenes and do some character builds, but then he wasn't able to commit any more time to the project. But thankfully, we had an amazing storyboard artist, Nikki, and an amazing producer, Brian, who taught himself animate in a day to finish the project. And I just want to call out Victoria, who was an amazing visual library resource, who did our backgrounds. She and Nikki together painted, I think, 15 backgrounds. And our voice actors were always there with like creativity and enthusiasm to draw from. And Brandon, our editor, and our composer were just like so on it with like responsiveness and tweaks and making sure that everything came together to just really give an emotional feel that I'm very proud of.
Sounds great. Well, congratulations to all of you. I'm happy that it seems like it came together well. And let's go into it. This is Team Technicolor's Silk and Sand.
I got this side. Nah. Ouch! What do you think you're doing? Helping? What is it?
Gangly, uncoordinated. You'll just get in the way.
Get back.
Foolish, worthless brat. Can't do anything right. He knows.
What are you just standing there for?
I wasn't sure.
Why didn't you help me? You're just standing there. Come on. Why
Don't. They could turn on you. Weakling, coward, can't even be nice to kids. You'll die alone. Hi. I came here as a kid. I've been thinking about it ever since. I should have helped you put up your awning. Then I passed by the other day and saw... Lies. Probably a thief. Let me help now.
Fine. Trial basis. I'll be right back.
Quick! Faster! Earn your keep. You?
Me? Oh, yeah. You. Last time I was here.
Yeah, that was me.
Sorry about getting up in your face like that.
No.
Anyway, I was wrong.
I worked on it. I'm better now. What do you know?
Very wrong.
Still haven't learned to mind your business. Huh, I've learned to jump right in. Always give 100%.
I should have stayed out of the way. What on earth?
Oh, I'm almost done. Then I'll sort all these piles out.
See, tryhard? Stay in your lane. Extra effort always goes wrong.
Just remind yourself to take things one at a time. Make a plan. Take care. Then get to work putting things right.
I can do that.
You can work together.
Do you want me to?
Take the top half?
All right. Great work.
Thank you.
I mean, it doesn't help that that spider sounds like Gus from Breaking Bad. What an a-hole.
Yeah, he's like, you die alone. I was like, yeah, spider.
Really sold it for me.
Yeah. I thought it was funny. I was like, where's this newsstand in the middle of the desert? But hey. But what was cool is that the spider reminded me of this Anansi the spider. It's the spider god. It's like from African and Caribbean folklore. He's like a god of mischief and trickery. So that when I saw the spider and him whispering and saying things in their ear and giving them that doubt was the immediate thing that popped into my head. That's the name of our dog also. He is kind of a mischievous dog. But I love there was that switch because of the first guy, the boy. He was very inactive in the beginning, and the girl was the one who wanted to be helpful, and then the roles switched when they got older, which was an interesting take, because he's like, somebody, whatever happened in their life because of this situation and the spider getting in their ear, that they changed their perspective of how they approach things in life.
I'm so glad that all came through because that was exactly what we were going for.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge fan of mythology and folklore, so I know Anansi, and I love the comparison. Thank you so much.
Right. And they did an anime in a day and then did all that. That's crazy.
Impressive, yeah.
People are very impressive. They're impressing me a lot today.
Yeah, truly. That's nuts. And those background designs were really, really fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. I felt like there was something at the very as I watched it, I think there was so much going on at the beginning that I think I was a little lost as I went. But the thing that impressed me was that, there's certain shorts that when you watch them and you don't get everything, you just assume you didn't get everything and then you move on. I enjoyed it enough and I was intrigued enough that I wanted to go back and watch it again to I missed something. And so when I went back, that thing, like the thing that I was confused about made sense. It's just sometimes, you know, when you're watching these, you're trying to take everything in all at once. But again, it says something that it was intriguing enough and I enjoyed enough that I wanted to go back and watch it again.
Yeah,
So.
to that point, I think what for me, probably the thing that was confusing was the beginning, was the part of when the peg came out of the sand and then I heard the ow and I thought, is that the girl she got hit with it or the woman got hit with it? But then I saw the boy running in holding his nose. It's just visually that was a little confusing in terms of who got hit with what and why is he holding his nose if he didn't get hit because he was off screen and he ran in. So that was the one thing. But in terms of like the rest of everything, everything was very clear. It was visually and the story and then the message what you were doing there was all there.
Yeah, awesome work.
Yeah, great work. And with that, we've seen all of them. Once again, congratulations to every team and every participant. You all did phenomenal work. As you've seen in the chat, we've been giving a link. If you're not on the site already, you can go and give your audience votes. And once we have all those in, we will see how it goes.
I just want to say that this is very impressive what you guys accomplished as a team over Zoom. Because I've been there where I left a job and I started a job on Zoom, brand new, didn't know anybody. And we were getting to knowing each other. It was a different environment. You're not in the office and hanging out and going to lunch with people, but you had to learn personalities and how people tick through a screen and through a box and through little meetings. But so to pull it all together is just a testament of just professionalism and just wanting to really get something done and working well together and pull it in the end. Because, you know, in terms of like what was going on in 2020, animation was the only thing that was working. We all were working over Zoom. There are a lot of movies that came out during the pandemic. You know, we never stopped working because we were able to transition and make it happen. So kudos to everybody for making it happen.
I think also Eric mentioned that this was the first time around where everyone finished their project. That is incredible. So truly give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's crazy too because the first year we did this, it was really, we didn't know what the end was going to be. We didn't know what the outcome was going to be. We were expecting stick figures from everybody. And not a single person has done that. Every single time we see these, it's like, wow, I didn't expect you could do that. And wow, I didn't expect you could do that. And it just keeps going up and up. And it really does show just how creative people can be and how talented and fast they can be, even with a hard deadline. It's incredible.
I feel like seeing these really impressed me because, you know, I know how we do things in a studio environment when everyone knows roles when they're going in. They know, even if they don't know the content and what it's going to be, they know what they have to do. And so I would love to have been a fly on the wall in each of these groups just to see that first huddle and see how you organize and divide and conquer and stuff and just like figure out, because again, we all know our part, but I can't imagine what the process is where it's so front heavy and then the people who are at the end of the process, what they're doing and how they accept the content that then they have to either score or clean up or whatever. I can't imagine what you guys went through and I would love to be a fly on the wall in one of those conversations.
Just in terms of just working together as strangers and pulling it all together. And like you said, David, I would like to know how. I would like the documentary about how that worked. Different personalities putting it together.
Totally. You're building the pipeline as you're going.
You're building a pipeline. Yeah, exactly.
Truly.
How do you figure out a pipeline and you have to do it all in a month?
Yeah, hold on. I have questions. Help.
All right, we got about 1 minute before we close the voting and the scoring. So get your last minute in. Judges, if you need to go take a bathroom break or anything like that, now's probably a good time to do that.
All right.
Otherwise, we will be closing in now 30 seconds, and then we will tally them up, and then we will come back to let everyone know who won and some runners up and all that other stuff. So thank you, everyone. We need like elevator music, like as we wait. My chance to steal the fame. Well, that tallied up quicker than I thought. I figured that'd take a little bit longer, so we'll just wait till all the other judges and Lynn get back. But wanted to take this time to thank everyone for participating. We know that there are some things that we want to improve on for next time. So those are things we are talking about. So we will let you all know. One of which is maybe shortening the max to 2 minutes. Also ensuring that we have 2 animators per team before continuing, which might mean less teams, but we think that might help the experience. So awesome. Everybody else is back, or not everyone, but we starting to get some. So I will hand it back over to Lynn. Lynn, do you see the tallied votes?
Let me check really quickly. I believe I do, yes.
Okay, so we will, I think, be starting with the top 5, starting with number 5 and counting down, but we will wait for David to get back and then we will go ahead and get going. So,
And I will also add to what Eric was saying. We are always evolving. We are always making it better. So as the teams, like I said, this was the first year everyone has successfully completed their own shorts. It's also like the first year we've done a lot of things differently, and we're always getting better. And I think similarly, all the projects people are putting out are getting better. It's really great to see this constantly better every time. Definitely, I could not praise people enough for everything you've done this year.
thank you for the judges too. Really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch them and put your scores and coming to this event and being part of it. Also, Lynn, thank you so much. It was Lynn who originally came up with the idea and brought it to the Creator Society and has been being the producer on it since we started over the last, I think this was our 3rd one. So thank you very much to Lynn as well. So
yeah, I had a great time.
Same.
Watching it, Joe.
Yeah, I feel reinvigorated and re-inspired. So that's always really exciting.
Yeah, I can't go to Annecy this year, but this is
yeah, right. this is my Annecy.
This is my Annecy right now.
This was awesome, Eric, by the way.
Of course, yeah. It's amazing the work that these teams do and the times they have and the situation, the challenges that they have. So it's really great. I think we're all here, Lynn. I think the scores are all tallied. We are, like I said, once we have the winner, that team will bring on live. So when you win, just raise your hand so that I can bring you on. But otherwise, Lynn, take it away with who won.
All right. So, starting with 5th place, with a score of 7.43, it was Team Silence with the extraordinary pubescence of Timothy Brown. So, big round of applause to you.
Hooray!
Then,
awesome.
Yeah, awesome. I mean, definitely. Then in 4th place, with a score of 7.53, it was Team Storm Chasers with Whether or Not. Then, in 3rd place, it was Team Squish with a score of 7.70 for Soup or Salad. Then in second place, with a score of 7.87, it was Mink Inc. with Sensitive Texture. And finally, our winner with a score of 7.89, Team Lumiere with a Library of Options. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Fantastic.
Go ahead, team, raise your hand and I'll bring you on.
All right, waiting for them to come in.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Thank you so much. Oh my god, I'm
Congratulations.
sorry I was screaming and I didn't hear that I was supposed to turn my camera on.
You deserve it.
I'm
It's your
so
victory.
excited. Thank you so much. This was such a fun project. My team was so incredible. I feel so bad I didn't mention everyone because gosh, everyone did such an amazing job. Tara, our writer, she gave us 5 scripts in less than a day. Just everyone at their point was so on. Our voice actors were incredible. Our composer, gosh, it just added so much to the film. Our editor stepped in so many ways. He ended up doing our sound, and gosh, everybody that's here, all the teams, you guys did amazing. This was such a fun thing, and I'm sorry, I'm like shaking. I'm so excited. This is so silly, but I just love it. And thank you so much, my team. You guys are awesome. So thank you guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I do have one question for this short that I didn't get to ask actually when we were talking about it. It was something that I was just curious about. I feel like the Fairy Tales book, I noticed like that was the one book I couldn't read what the title was until I think there's a moment where she says they'll fall in love or something like that, and then it cuts and you can see the whole thing. I didn't know if that was intentional and you were trying to reveal what she was later, or if it was just a composition thing. Because as I'm doing, like I kept trying to look under the camera, like, what does it say? What does it say? And then when it came on, I'm like, it came on at that perfect moment when like they can fall in love or whatever it is. I forget what the line is, but I'm like, oh, was that intentional? Because that was a cool beat and it kept me intrigued. I just didn't know if it was intentional. Or not.
We did talk about that. Our storyboard artist was really amazing in plotting out how this was going to look, and we had talked about revealing them slow, one at a time. Obviously, they come to life each at a time, and so it was in the process of communicating and deciding how we were going to bring it out. So I'm glad that you noticed that. You kind of wait to see who she is until. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. My watch just called someone.
A fun other little Easter egg too that we didn't get to mention is that we were asked in the very beginning what our favorite books all were. And we all mentioned what those happened to be. And on that bookshelf, you don't really focus on them, but our favorite books, all of the cast and crew, all are on that shelf at some point or another, which was a fun little Easter egg for us.
I love that.
So in terms of like who did what, so Becca, then we have Michael, and I don't know what DLB, I don't know, but I'd like to know what your jobs were.
Oh, I was Shakespeare and Edgar Allan Poe at the end.
Well done.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, and Dana, if she's on here, she was our voice actress. She did. Oh, there she is.
I was Fairy Tales, and I'm blanking on my own character's names. Chess. I was Chess for Dummies, and also the 2024 girl.
Love it.
100 things to do in LA.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm just like, man, I hope it works out. Vegan and non-vegan, will it work out?
Opposites attract.
Yeah. So fun. So incredibly fun.
Thank you. It was really such an honor to lead this amazing team, and thank you guys so much. I mean, all of these shorts were so good. So I feel very honored. I'm so lucky to have worked with such incredibly talented artists and creators.
I feel like watching this was so inspiring for me. I'm always like, I have my day job and I love it, and I put so much of myself into my day job. But there's always, as artists, we always have our own projects that we want to get started. I'm sure we all have our lists of projects we want to start. And seeing these come up in a month and how much work you did, even with just a a few people, it feels like it gives me that kick in the pants to be like, okay, I don't have any excuse to not start something. So great job and thank you for that, because that's
Yeah, definitely.
I just want to give a quick shout out before we go, because Becca, our creative lead, and Daniel Pollock, our production manager, were absolutely incredible. And from day one, before day one, it felt seamless. And my only complaint would be, I wish I could be even more privy to all the other things going on behind the scenes, because as voice actors, we don't, unless we're producing the thing ourselves, we don't get to be sitting with the editor and the animator, none of that. But because of Daniel's communication, constant communication, I felt very much part of it the whole way. And so thank you to Becca and Daniel and the rest of the team.
I also want to say I did not watch any of these until today because despite hosting, I am not a judge. I don't get to vote. And something none of you guys could have known, the last film that I've watched recently was actually on Monday, and of all things, I was watching The Page Master. I felt like I wanted to see that movie again. And so I started this week with Talking Books, and I ended this week with Talking Books.
That's
and that was a
amazing.
very coincidental event. Loved that.
Aw, that's so cute. Somebody had mentioned, actually my assistant mentioned when he first saw the just the artwork, he was like, this gives me total Page Master vibes. And I never watched that as a kid, so I had to rent it and watch it. And I'm like, oh my God, this is such a cute movie. So that's hilarious. I love it.
That I feel like on social media, Page Master has been all over my feed this week. And I feel like it's never been on my feed, but like it's been everywhere on my feed this week.
I think it will be on my feed now since he said Page Master like 5 times. So my phone is like listening.
Yeah.
Page
We're
Master.
all going to open it up to an ad for Page Master
Yeah,
in social media.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome work, everybody.
Yeah.
So
Thank
to
you guys.
all the teams, everyone did such
a great job. Yeah.
So much work in such a short amount of time.
And just when you hear also the backstory of things with people
Totally.
falling out and then people having to learn something on the fly and then the amount of time and doing it, it just shows you just the possibility of things and like you said, David, is you kind of gives you a little boost, a little kick in the ass, and like, okay, there's no real excuse, you can do it if you really put your mind to it. Or if you have a month.
Yeah, right. Deadline motivates people.
Yeah, deadline is a very good motivator.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, judges. Thank you, all participants, and have a good rest of your
Thank
weekend.
you, Eric. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you
Mothers,
so much.
Amazing job, everyone. Bye-bye.
We're all great now.